What happens when you're a responder in the aftermath of crisis or trauma or a critical incident? When you're the responder, many times you don't often take time to take care of yourself. We've developed at the Center for Living with Dying what we call our Critical Incident Management Team. And that's a team that's set up of responders for responders. And we want you to know if you are working as a first responder, firefighter, paramedic, police officer, EMT, dispatcher, if you're working as a nurse, a social worker, a counselor, if you're working in these fields, you're working on the front lines of stress and grief and loss. You deserve support, and the best people to support you are other people that do your job. You're actually the best person to support your coworkers. And when you're in that role, when you've survived a critical incident, the most important thing to do is to be able to talk about it and to talk about the details of it. And who better to hear that than a coworker that understands the daily stressors of your job? It's amazing when you can have that time to just come together. And you also bring a period to the end of the sentence. A lot of times you might not know what other responders are doing at the same incident and might wonder, why are they not helping me? And then when you get together in a group and talk about it, you find out, oh, they were dealing with something over here when I was dealing with this part of the incident over here. And you're able to kind of put the puzzle pieces together, which really helps us in trauma and stress. When we can put the puzzle pieces together, we can put a period at the end of the sentence, and we don't continue to loop it trying to figure out what happened. So it's a very powerful thing too. When you're working with other responders, you automatically understand, you know what, I'm not crazy, I'm not weak. My stress response is normal because these other folks have had it. And it makes a huge difference. I was working with a dispatcher who had gone through a really rough critical incident. And she said, you know, Janet, just being able to hear from other responders what happened gave me closure. And then for me to be able to tell them what I first heard gave them a period at the end of the sentence. So I want to offer to you that it's very powerful as responders. What you give to the community, you can also give to each other through the wonderful process of critical incident stress management. And so when you do that, you can do one with one. And we call it walk talk on our team. And what that means is you get out in nature and you walk and talk. And you're talking with someone that understands your job, understands the stresses of it, and you're creating that safe place to evolve and connect and to bring meaning to what you do. There's a wonderful program at Oakland Fire Department that was created by two firefighters called Oakland Fire Random Acts of Kindness. It's a great program where firefighters, when they see a need in the community, can go out and respond with donations from the community. And it gives meaning to their job. Sometimes when they have a critical incident and they can't save the life that they want to save, they can then go back and help that family with other things, and they can bring a positive note to the end of that critical incident. So it's making meaning out of the pain, and it's coming out of a space of feeling like I didn't have control over this, but I do have control over making a difference and making it better. So I invite you to consider starting a critical incident team in your community, and also in starting a Random Acts of Kindness program where you can make meaning out of the pain.